but I don't know if it went over there. Let's go look. Nope. It is having a hard time connecting to streaming software. So you know what I'm going to do? I am going to, there's going to be like a really long delay over there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the YouTube link. I'm going to put the YouTube link in my Instagram story. And if you guys usually watch on Instagram stories, then you can... Oh, shut up. Just kidding. I love myself. Ooh, the camera's all like smudgy. Let me fix. Don't look at my lower half. It's stretchy pants. I don't know if that helped, but I'm gonna put this. You guys can just watch me. You can just watch me do this because Instagram is being an ass. Or Restream. I don't want to blame it on Instagram. So let's see here. Come watch on YouTube. Insta won't deliver it. Watch it just perk up all of a sudden. Okay, hopefully, show must go on, you know what I mean? It's a bummer because I'm really excited about the show tonight. Hold on, I'm just putting the link in. Man, it's hot. Well, hopefully this works. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do it. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. And I'll come over here. Hi, Chucky Grizzly. Third time's a charm, Jane. I know, right? I did it 3 times, it seems. I think I did. Hi, John. Hi, Chucky. So, we're just gonna do the deal, okay? So it's Married to Monday. I'm Caitlin Cannon, and on the first Monday of the month, I usually come on and I play something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue for my Cannonballers. And last Monday, I didn't come on because I didn't have yet my new interface. And now I do have my new interface, and I'm really excited to show it to you because it was my baller dollars who made it possible for me to get this interface. And this interface makes it possible for me to use this ear trumpet microphone that John sent. Oh, dang, you can't see it. It's plugged into the wall. Get off. Look. Can you see it? It's white. It's pretty. Deb, thanks for coming over here to Facebook. Thanks for being the diehards, you guys. I'm really excited for tonight's show, so I'm glad at least some people are here. Hope Steven figures this out. He said he was going to be late. So, gosh, how annoying Instagram is being. Like, truly. Or perhaps it's Restream. I don't know. We're just going to have to move on. But I did really need to thank you for my new interface because it does like all the EQ for you and the reverb. So I don't have a lot of control over that, but it's like a way easier setup. And I think it does sound way better on the ear trumpet. So you guys can let me know. Oh, that's short, Deb. Hi. This is kind of fun though, right? Now it's like our own secret little show. Now I feel like I can say more things, except for YouTube will, if I say things that, like, I'm going to talk about some things tonight that begin with the letter F and the letter S, and and YouTube YouTube will squash it if you're using any of those languages, so it buries the video. So I have to figure out how to be a good girl and not have a naughty potty mouth. Okay, so welcome to Married to Monday again. I, Caitlin Cannon, I do abide by playing you something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. Do you guys know? Hello, time to learn YouTube, I guess. Yep, I think so. Is that Rachel? Yay, you made it. Steven, I can't get Instagram to work, but you know what? This is fun. I like having all you guys over here. This is really good. So, if you don't know what's happening, I'm sure you will. Hopefully, people figure it out. But HMPF, weird username that I picked. Yeah. But I got used to that with you, so now I know. All right. So what I want to tell you about this week. Oh, Steven, you have to watch the replay so you can see my new interface. It's really pretty, and I'm really excited about it. And I have to thank you for helping me get my new interface so that I could do Married to Monday this week. Do you guys know that some people don't get it? Like, they don't get the whole something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue thing because they're 20. They're in their 20s. And they didn't know that that's like, why do we do that? Like, why when you get married are you supposed to have something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue? I know it's for luck, but does it like have who knows the folklore on this? Like, does it have something to do with your dowry? I wonder. Okay, so, man, I forgot to bring my show poster over here. Just don't look at my pants. My pants are not cute. In 10 days, I am going to be playing a show at Skinny Dennis, okay? This is not March 91st, however. It is happening on March 19th. And I am really, really pumped because my band is awesome. Like, my band is like, even my band is like too cool for my band, you know? So they're like, whoa, Caitlin. And I'm like, wow, I'm a gangster. I don't know how I get this band. Usually I'm like, here, you know, this is all I can pay you guys, and I'm sorry. This time I didn't even say I would pay them at all. But I will, of course, but so far it's just going to be what I can do. At least they aren't on fire. Nice pants. No, it's true. They aren't on fire. If I would, okay. It is hot in here though, so maybe they're starting to catch. Hi, Andrew. Congratulations on, the film festival. Andrew's in a film festival, you guys, and he's just, I don't know, put a little note in there. Promote with a note. So anyway, and then so JTJR is, usually plays bass with me, but now he's going to he's playing keys in my band. I think he's on tour with Jessica Simpson right now, which is amazing to me. And, he's going to come and open the show because he has these really great songs of his own that I love. And one of them is I Liked You Better When You Were Insecure. And I really wish I'd thought of that. Thank you very much, Steven. Did you like my pants? And then the thing I'm really, really excited about is Cowboy Candy. I know you can't see this, but Cowboy Candy is Chris Gelbuda, who I wrote Dr. Dealer with. It is his like new project, and he's got like some of the members of Mumford & Sons in the band, and the Humphreys McGee drummer, and their band is so good. It's like I'm going to give them mostly, they're going to pretty much take all the money and, and like, I'm going to play for a solid hour, 15, and then I'm just going to give them the stage and let them close out the night. We're going to have an awesome time. So Steven, I think you're coming. I'm pretty sure. But if anybody else can make it down to the Skinny Dennis show on March 19th, you should do it. I'm going to have horns too in the band. And I'm very, 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 very psyched. So this is my last time. Hopefully, remind me to promote this again, even though it's just us. Do the 20-year-olds want to get married these days? I don't know. I went through a phase in my, it's like one of those things where I think you're like, that sounds great in theory, you know? I went through a phase in my 20s and 30s where I prefer insecure women. Oh, not very nice of me. Ooh, that's good to be, you know, you got to ask yourself that. You're like, what is that? Like, is it the rescuer in you? I mean, I'm sure you did your work, John. But, yeah, I think I don't. I think I do not want an insecure man. But at the same time, I don't want a man who's pretending not to be insecure. And of course, we all are. So it's a bit of a moving target with me, isn't it? All right. So I had so much fun, not last night, but the night before, at Jeff and Chris's house. Let me see if I never got their last name, but they have this great house concert in Kentucky. Like when I went up to Paducah and we played with Russ Condon. Just amazing. They were an amazing couple. They had this really, really cool house, and all of, they usually do drag shows there. So some of the drag queens came to the show. And when I played, I have never had a better reception for Jesus Is My Lover. Hands down. And Charlie, one of the queens, asked if he could do a show, you know, to Jesus Is My Lover. And I was like, this is like, that would be the most amazing thing that could ever possibly happen for this song. So it's also going to be the opening number at Skinny Dennis, and I need to practice. So something old, officially. Jesus Is My Lover. From outer space who preached a love for the human race and all the earth and the flowers and birds. I met a man spiritual but not religious, and a aficionado wine and tequila. They don't come like this on Tinder. He was a god in bed, and he got in my head and became my animus. Jesus is my lover. Yes, he loves me, this I know. He sent a sacred text to tell me so. I'll be here, 'cause I'm a believer. But I guess he's still away on business. He gotta heal the greater cosmic significance. He deserves all my forgiveness, 'cause he was a god in bed, and he got in my head and became my animus. Jesus is my lover. Oh my God. I had to itch my nose so bad that whole time. I want you to know that. Oh, wow. What an incredible relief to scratch an itch that you've been having for 2 minutes long. Well, I'm really glad I did that because now I'm like, oh, Caitlin, you need to practice. You need to rehearse. But tell me how the sound is. How does it sound through my new interface? I think it's doing better justice to I think it's the ear trumpet. Because I Googled it, John. I said, what interface do I have to get for the ear trumpet so the ear trumpet's happy? And it's got Phantom Power in it. It's great. So that was something old for Married to Monday. Can you believe it? Almost a year old, actually. Jesus is my lover. We're coming up on that. So, sound is great. Cool, cool, cool. So what do I want to do for you now? Let's see. Do I want to do this here? Well, I can't wait to show you in heaven. I think I'm going to do it here. Let's split the diff. Okay. So you guys, last month I said I was gonna play I Can't Wait to Do Drugs With You in Heaven. I've written so many songs this month. Well, not so many, but so many in terms of like what I've been doing, which has been kind of nothing. But I'm like, I have designs in my mind for the next record. And there's a few holes to fill. So I wrote with Eric Erdman. We wrote a really cool tune called The Fortune Teller, and it is full of like really hard chords I can't play. But I'll get him to, maybe I'll even get him to come and do a guest spot, if I can. Has he done that before? We haven't had Eric on as a guest. Oh, and I was going to have Genevieve on as a guest this week, but she had to go do American Idol things. And so... Oh, that's true, John. It is a year and a half for some of you, huh? Of course, because some of you got the record 6 months early or something. What was I saying? I can't look at the comments. Yeah. But I will. I'll look at them in a minute. So Genevieve has to go do American Idol things and eat her pickles and sell her shirts, and they have to like cover up all her tattoos and things. But she's still doing a very good job at being herself. But anyway, she and I wrote a song, and we have a bit that goes with it. So I want her to come and do it live too. So I'm not going to play that one. I wrote a song with Imogen, who is so sweet. We wrote the cutest song. It was really, she's been going through a breakup and she's been writing all the sad songs. So we decided we'd write a funny one. And the song is called, Oh, shoot. I can't remember. It's so good, too. Well, do I have time to look this up? You guys will let me look this up, right? Let me just look this up. Do you guys know who she is? She's like on tour with Jim Lauderdale right now. Imogen. I just know her as Imogen. Who else is called Imogen? Like basically nobody. It is, Imogen Clark. Hairline. The name of the song is Hairline. And the hook is, okay. The song is, I Hope You Get the Hairline You Deserve. It's definitely like taking the high road. Okay. Genevieve has been all over the local news up north and central WI. Yeah, I bet she has. She's really doing great. Like she's built to, like, I don't know if I would be able, she's really like, she's harnessing, she's capitalizing on it and doing everything that she should and really like embracing the process. Whereas like, I think I would be like having a bit of an eye roll, So what I did was, instead, because I want to bring all those people on a special guest, and I promised you guys I can't wait to do drugs with you in heaven this week. I tried to learn the chords, but I couldn't really figure out all the fancy Misa chords. So I am going to play it anyway with sort of halves and halves. It's going to be some of my chords and some of his fancy chords. And hopefully it'll sound, like what it should. But I want you guys to know that this song is special, and I went and saw the psychic when I was in New Orleans, and she told me to sing it to her, and she was like, it'll chart, but you have to change the words. I was like, no, I can't. She was like, because people aren't going to like a song about doing drugs in heaven. And I was like, I don't care. I can't change these lyrics because you're a psychic and you told me to, and because the song will do better. Like, I wrote this song for my friend Todd Hickman, who died. He was my boyfriend, and he was my boyfriend right around the time I got my DUI and decided not to complete the terms of my sentence, and went to New York City because they had public transit and I didn't need a license. And then I just started doing a bunch of drugs there. So we didn't stay together, but he always remembered my birthday, and he always remembered all of his friends' birthdays. And I just thought that he was a very unique drug addict. And eventually I got sober. It was in New York maybe 2 years before I got sober. And he didn't. And then he died. And sometimes it's like I just can't begrudge people their addictions, even though we look down poorly on addicts and call them selfish and things, because really they're just, they just want to feel good. And I can't begrudge anyone for wanting to feel good and finding things in life that feel good. It's like, it's hard to figure out the difference between what really feels good and what feels bad, And it's like drugs feel really good and then they feel bad. So it's like, which one, what you're going to pay now or pay later. And I think when you are subject to the phenomenon of craving, it's hard to remember, or you have these built-in forgetters. You don't remember that thing's going to make you feel bad. So his body couldn't handle it. Anyways, I'm going to sing this song. I can't wait to do drugs with you in heaven. And I hope you like it. I can't wait to do drugs with you in heaven. That's the chord. I'm going to start over because now I know where it is. I can't wait to do drugs with you in heaven. Stay awake for 6 days, maybe 7. They'll always be free and we'll never run out. We'll already be dead and we'll never come down. I can't wait to do drugs with you in heaven. In heaven, drugs are good for you, at least the heaven you went to. Don't grind your teeth or have withdrawals, and nothing's laced with fentanyl. I know that you're in heaven, 'cause where could you catch a better buzz? I know St. Peter let you in, because you were such a good friend. I can't wait to do drugs with you in heaven. I'm sorry that I couldn't hang the court, made me go to AA. And nowadays my head is clear. Sometimes I kinda like it here. Shit! I hope you're feeling good, my guy, now that you're really, really high. Do all the drugs you wanna do, where they can do no harm to you. I can't wait to do drugs with you in heaven. Wait for it. I can't wait to do drugs with you in heaven. Stay awake for 6 days, maybe 7. They'll always be free and we'll never run out. We'll already be dead and we'll never come down. I can't wait to do drugs with you in heaven. How about that? Can't wait to do drugs with you in heaven. No comments. No comments. Genevieve is, oh yeah, no comments. Definitely have some karma then. I don't know what you mean because I'm out of time with that comment. What do you guys think? Do you like that song? Should that song go on the new record? Well, this is Married to Monday, and I'm Caitlin Cannon, and now I've played you something old, something new, and something... I've played you something old, something new, and now it's time for something borrowed. But before I play this, I want to talk about something kind of heavy, just because I kind of need to. Caitlin, I fucking love your sense of melody, and I'm not jealous at all. Thank you. I also have to say, Deb says she's processing. Thank you, John. I have to say that I wrote that. Misa and I wrote that together, but I think probably he actually was like, kind of made me spearhead it. Process away, everyone. Okay, so I got a generous tip the other morning on Bandcamp, and I got it when I woke up, but I would have woke up kind of late. It was like 9, and I was still blurry-eyed and stuff. And I looked at the email address, and I know that it's really difficult. I've tried before, but it's really hard to figure out how to send personal messages inside Bandcamp. I think it just like gives you their email address anyway. And so I decided that I would just email this person right away and just thank them, because I didn't know if I knew who they were or not. And you know, sometimes we talk about hard things on here, and I am just going to talk about it. It did seem like it would be appropriate to sing this after I Can't Wait to Do Drugs with You in Heaven. I sent him an email just saying, like, thank you so much for that generosity. And then I got an email back later that day that said, I've decided to end my life, and I am, nothing matters anymore. I know a little bit about the subject of unaliving oneself, and I felt like the sign, I felt like the behavior I was getting was very real and true to circumstance, right? Like, I know that sometimes when people decide to end their life, they do. Maybe they give away all their money. I mean, I don't know. It seemed, you know, it's rare. It's very rare that I would get, you know, a gift that way, but also it's just very rare that you take notice, right? So, I decided that I would email back, knowing that I don't know if, you know, my email address is pretty much, anybody can get a hold of me if they want to, you know. And I felt like I had the bandwidth to ask him, you know, more about that situation. And so I did. I sent an email just saying, like, would you mind sharing with me what's prompting your decision? And I understand. I understand I don't know the circumstances. I understand the feeling. And it was like maybe 11 o'clock at night. We were playing like an after party thing, and I got an email that said, I am so lonely and I have no friends. And you know, I had to do the thing that I should do in that moment, not being the professional and not knowing. You know, I had to, I sent him another email and I said, these are the numbers that I know, and would you please consider reaching out to a crisis person? And that I'm so happy and grateful that you discovered my music, because I hope that my music could all I want is for my music to connect with people and help them, bring them out of darkness, because most of my songs I've written in places that were dark and I had to get through it. And I didn't invite him to write back, but I tried to express care and love, and empathy for where he is. I did leave him with my favorite song by David Bournet that has helped me through hard times. One of them was called Disembodied Voices. It's, you can change your mind, but boy, like hell, you gotta try. And this morning I went on onto his profile, because I decided that I could try and maybe trace him down on Facebook. There was nowhere to report anything like it to the Bandcamp people, you know. Most of the people I talk to are just like, I don't know what to do in this situation. I'm curious what you guys would have done. Rachel, I see you commenting. And I did try to reach out to the only person who possibly could have been him on Facebook, and sent him a friend request, and just thought that I would try to like identify that this is the same person and then reach out to his family, to let them know. And that's about as far as I can take it, But, man, I just can't stop thinking about him, obviously. And I don't know if he's still with us, When I went on his Bandcamp page this morning, there was a pretty cryptic message there that said I'm already gone, but I couldn't tell. When I went over to the Facebook page, it seemed like he had posted recently. So regardless of what is really going on with this situation, or whether or not this person is helpable of not, because people have to, we have to want to live. Somehow, some percentage of us has to. I just, I don't know. It's hard. I wanted to tell him, like, I wish having friends, like, did it for me. Like, I don't have, like, even my best friends are like, you don't have time for me, It's like, how can you, can just, I'm so alone and I have friends, like, if you felt less alone, would that make you want to stay on Earth, or would you find out that people are really annoying and frustrating, but the whole thing just, I think it almost made it easier for me to be able to reach out to him because I am a stranger, and there's, like, not the water under the bridge. And I just hope that, I don't know, maybe having a stranger sort of, like, take some action helped him somehow, and that he is still with us. I just really don't know. So anyway, sorry that was really, really, really heavy, but you guys are here for that. And I wanted to tell you about this experience I had at Folk Alliance. And I may have already told you this, but I was in a round, and it was like 2:00 in the morning at Folk Alliance. And username for other accounts. I'm going to go back and read these really quick before I tell you this story. Thank you, John, thank you. Friend, talented singer, unfortunately is drinking. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's really, really hard when you fall in love with somebody who's in full-blown addiction. It's so hard. Yeah, right? Reach out to family. I know. I wonder if I found the right guy. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, if anybody wants to know any more information about that, you just let me know. I'll share it. So I was sitting in a round at Folk Alliance with a guy named R.O. Shapiro. That's how he spells it, R.O. Shapiro. And the first song he played, I was like, oh yeah, cool song. Second song he played, I was like, cool voice. It got around to the last song that we were playing, and he played a song that was so beautiful that I gave up my spot to follow him, right? I mean, ultimately they forced me to play, but I really didn't have anything to follow it with. I was so just like kind of blessed by the song and kind of humbled by this song. It's called Saint Joan. And every time I listen to it, I get more out of it. And I am having like a day, like, I don't know, the emails, just some other stuff, the hormones, like, I don't know, like, I'm having a day. It's been a teary day. But this song is like the reason it gets if you could, if so many people say, I don't know why I do this. Like, I don't know why, but it's just because I can't do anything else. It's like I've tried to quit and I can't. But this song actually really gets it. And it's not just that I do it, it's that we all do it, right? That's all I'm going to say about it, but it did kind of make sense to talk about this after talking about Samuel, was his name, who sent me the email, because it's the thing that's missing, you know, and figuring out how to find that in the moments where it seems not to be, right? But like you can find beauty and you can find God and you can find connection, even when it doesn't look like you have it, you know? So I'm going to play St. Joan for you guys. I asked him, I sent him a message. I was like, every time I hear your song, I weep, and may I please cover this? And he said, of course. And so this is another reason why I started with Jesus is My Lover, because all these other songs are like really intense tonight. Where is it? Hold on, I gotta pull up another page of lyrics. Okay. All right, you guys, this is something borrowed, and it is called St. Joan by R.O. Shapiro, and I hope you'll go check him out. Had no plan of attack, just the wind at my back and a heart full of strings. There she stood in the aisle, pretty girl, pretty smile, what a dangerous thing. St. Joan of the seatbelt, St. Joan of the sky, palm and plasticine, peanuts, pouring Pepsi and rye. She points towards the exits like some prayer from on high, and from her mouth God came tumbling. She sang a song of peace and rejoicing. She sang, and my heart couldn't help let her voice in. We touched down in LA, that's the place where I stay, where I keep all my clothes. In a cab on the 10, I was thinking about when I should quit, I suppose. Then my driver, Mohammed, said, what do you do? Our eyes met in the mirror as I searched for the truth. I said, I'm a singer. He said, I got news for you. I am too, I am too. And he sang a song of peace and rejoicing. He sang, and my heart couldn't help let his voice in. That night on the stage, thinking I'd turn the page, I could not find my light. Felt some heat on my face, but it came from a place full of anger and fright. Then my heart heard a murmur that turned to a roar as the crowd started pounding their feet on the floor. I remembered at last what I'm doing this for. It's not for me, it's not just for me. And I sang my song of peace and rejoicing. I sang, and my heart couldn't help let my how about that? We've lost a few. I don't take it personally, of course. How can I? Username for other accounts. Well, okay, there it was. Something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. I wonder if Instagram ever started and it didn't. Wow. So annoying. Thank you, John. I'm glad you're still here. I was like, hey, this is the most amazing song I've ever heard. It's the most amazing song I've ever heard in my entire life, and it made me I couldn't even follow it, and then everyone left. Okay. There's one more song that I want to do for something blue. Maybe it's because everybody got really sad and they're like, Caitlin's bumming us out tonight. Well, let me tell you, it's only going to get worse. It's going to get worse right now. Because we're doing something blue. And you know, I think maybe the trick is, you guys, I see your Venmos coming in, and I just want to say thank you right now, and I'm going to thank you again at the end. Oh, good, Debs, you're still here. So, Rachel's here. Yay. Okay, good. So I'm glad you could make it tonight. So, I wanted to do this song. I've been wanting to do this song for a while. This is one of my, not my inmates. Hi, Tall. But one of the inmates that I write with wrote this amazing song. And I think that I'm already sad, so it's fine. Okay, I know. I love your sad jokes too. So did I tell you guys the story about, his name's Rocky De La Cruz, and I was writing a song with him, and he was trying to come to the final concert to perform his song, but everyone was worried because he kept saying like he's doing really well, and he's got 3 days until he might be able to graduate into a program dorm, and that people were trying to sabotage him, like including the guards. And you know, there's a lot of talk that goes around prisons, but as far as we could tell, and as far as, you know, the other inmates will fill us in too. As far as we could tell, it was like pretty legit that was what was happening. And I was in the back room with him. Usually we keep the door open, but the door was shut. Somebody went in and out. But I'm comfortable enough with the guys now that I'd never have felt unsafe in that situation. We were in a room where I could work one-on-one with him, because I do one-on-ones with them and their songs towards the end to get them performance ready. We were working on a song that he had written to his little girl. And as I was writing with him, his eyes were full of tears. I mean, we were really getting to the heart of the matter. And all of a sudden there was a knock on the door, and one of the guards came in, and she was like, you know, what are you doing back here? Get up. And as he got up, she was like, why's your shirt untucked? And I guess his shirt's not supposed to be untucked. I mean, you know, sometimes they get a little casual in our class. Like perhaps sometimes their shirts are untucked. You know what I mean? Like they just get sloppy. It's like a scrub situation. So you might not even be able to keep the shirt in, you know, if you're like getting up and sitting down a lot. It was an hour later that 2 guards came and got him out of class and took him and put him in lockup. And we were told that he's in lockup because the guards said that he had been touching himself while he was working on his song, which was not true. And it was it felt like a massive injustice. It felt like a massive injustice. It was a massive injustice. It was a sin, I think. Derek came and handed me a piece of paper. He said, Chosen gave me this as he was walking out, and he said, will you please perform his song tomorrow? And so this is something blue, because not only is it a sad song, but it is from one of my best blues, you know, because I gave them their band name, and their name is the Best Blues because they wear blue. They call them their blues. And so Yeah, this is Chosen's song. I don't know what the title of this song is. I think the title is I Can't Come Home. And I will leave you with this tonight. And then maybe in the future, I'll consider switching the order so that we don't end on something so sad. I know it got a little sad in here today. But there were also some really happy moments. And just getting to do this with you guys. And I mean, you honor me. So here it is. Steven was probably like, I can't stay for the sad ones. Okay. Don't you look cute with your pigtails and skirt? I can tell mommy dressed you in your matching pink shirt. Playing outside with no cares in the world. Your daddy's precious little girl. I told you I'd be there soon. Jesus, it hurt when I said it. I knew it was way past noon. I left you sitting and waiting for me to come there, but I never made it. I left you alone. Now I can't come home. I had all the chances, a million and more. I took you for granted, now I'm behind bars. Mommy won't even let you talk to me, and it's even harder when you're in my dreams. I told you I'd be there soon. Jesus, it hurt when I said it. How could life be so cruel? I left you crying and waiting for me to come there, but I never made it. I left you alone. I can't come home. Is there a way to heal it from all my mistakes? How can I atone? The only thing left in my power to do is pick up the phone. You told me you'd be here soon. Jesus, it hurt when you said it. How could life be so cruel? Daddy's little girl, my princess, you told me you would be here soon. I knew you lied when you said it. Apologies way past due. Now I'm dying inside while I'm waiting for you to come here, but you'll never make it, and I'm all alone. And I can't come home. Thank you guys very much. Thanks for coming to Married to Monday. This has been something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue with no technical difficulties on my end, okay? It's Instagram that is the problem, or Restream, but for whatever reason, it didn't go. Thanks, you guys. Thank you for listening. That song was by Rocky De La Cruz, aka Chosen. And that is the completion of something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. Thank you so much for your baller dollars. There's no more baller dollar ditties because Jesse came and got his, he came and took his auto harp his Omnicord. I don't have it anymore. But you know, more time to focus on the real songs. And I love you guys. And thanks for being with me tonight. And let's just, you know, be good to each other. There's some people out there who are really struggling right now. I will, Debs. Thank you guys for coming. You guys really, you mean a lot to me. So much that I'm going to tell you my biggest, deepest, darkest secret. Are you ready? Are you ready to hear my biggest, deepest, darkest secret? Okay, because I've never told anybody this before. Okay, I'm a little bit